परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषद अध्याय 5 मंत्र 5। यच्च स्वभावं पचति विश्वयोनिः पाच्यांश्च सर्वान् परिणामयेद्यः सर्वमेतद् विश्वमधितिष्ठत्येको गुणाश्च सर्वान् विनियोजयेद्यः यच्च Vishwayonihi. The Upanishad describes Brahman as Vishwayonihi. Vishwasya sarvasya yonihi karanam Vishwayonihi. Brahman is introduced as Jagat Karana, the cause of everything. There is a school of philosophy known as Swabhavavada. According to Swabhavavada, everything is explained by the nature of various objects. You don't have to think of any greater reality than the nature of various elements in the universe. For example, the fire is hot. Why it is hot? It is its nature. The wind blows. Why? Because it is its nature. The sun shines. Why? Because it is its nature. Likewise, everything happens in the universe because it is nature. You don't have to think of a greater reality. The presence of a greater reality is not necessary to explain the happenings or the happenings in the universe. Everything is explained by nature. This is a philosophy. And in this philosophy, there is no room for Ishvara. because Ishvara is not needed. When everything happens by nature, Ishvara has no role to play in the scheme of things. It is the philosophy of Svabhavavada. Even some modern people think so. The nature itself explains everything. Then there is a problem here. There is a logical problem here. If nature itself takes care of everything, there are various natural forces in the universe. For example, fire. Fire has a particular nature. Wind has a particular nature. Sun has a particular nature. Likewise, every object in the creation has its own nature. And most often their natures are contradictory to each other. Fire has the nature of burning, and water has the nature of cooling. The natures of various objects are mutually opposite. If the nature itself takes care of itself, how do you explain the order? How do you explain the order in the universe? This is a question. How can you explain various natural forces working in tandem with each other? In the universe, there is an order. The sun rises every day without fail, and the sun does not transgress certain universal harmony. The sun does not become too much scorching. If the sun becomes very scorching, then everybody will burn in the universe. In the nature there is a harmony, and the harmony facilitates the living beings on the earth. Likewise, even in our body, so many natural forces are working in harmony. The enzyme secretion happens in time. Hormone secretion happens in time. Food is digested in a proper way. All the nutritions are taken and carried to the respective places in the body. That means all the natural forces are working in coordination with each other. Whether you look at from a macroscopic perspective or from a microscopic perspective. There is a harmony among the natural forces. There is a unison among the natural forces. Who ensures this? The natural forces are jada in themselves. They are insentient. Since they are insentient, they cannot decide, okay, I will do like this, you do like that. They cannot decide. They cannot voluntarily say, so now it is time for me to burn, so I will burn. Now it is time for me to shine, so I will shine. Now it is time for me to cool, so I will cool. The natural forces cannot decide it for themselves. And even if they have sentiency, supposing the natural forces have sentiency, they cannot work in harmony without the presence of a Lord, without the presence of a governing principle. It is just like this city, the city of Bangalore. In this city, there are so many people. 1 billion people, I think more than 1 billion. More than 1 crore. Few crores. So, more than 1 crore people are living in this city. And many people have cars, many people have motorcycle, and all are driving their cars and motorcycle. If there is no government body to regulate, what will happen? There will be utter chaos. Even if one day the traffic light does not burn, there will be chaos. Therefore, there has to be a principle who governs all the natural forces. There has to be a principle who makes the natural forces work in an order. That is why the Upanishad says, Bhishasmad vatah pavate, Bhishodeti suryaha, Bhishasmad agnischendrascha, Mrityurdhavati panchamaha. There is Ishvara, and all the natural forces are working on account of the fear of Ishvara. They are working on account of the fear of Ishvara, means Ishvara is governing them. Ishvara is governing all the natural forces. That is why there is order in the universe. Therefore, the Upanishad says, Swabhava is not the ultimate. Nature itself is not the ultimate. Some people think Ishvara means nature. Ishvara is not nature. Nature is jada. Nature is jada, it is swabhava. Ishvara is the ruler of the jada nature. That is why the Upanishad says, Swabhavam pachati. Ishvara governs the Swabhava. On account of Ishvara, all the natural forces are working in harmony. Pachyascha sarvan parinamayedyaha. And the same Ishvara is responsible for giving the karma phala. Pachya. Pachya means karma. The karma which is supposed to fructify in future is called Pachya. Ishvara makes the karmas to fructify. He is responsible for fructification of karma. In other words, Ishvara is karma phala data. He gives the result of karma. Even here, there is a Purva Paksha. According to some people, there is no Ishvara who gives karma phala. The karma themselves give phala. Karmas themselves give phala. You do a karma, the karma itself will give you phala. Then the Vedanti says, karma itself cannot give its phala. Because karma is jada. There is a beautiful work by Ramana Maharshi. Ramana Maharshi begins the work Upadeshasara with the line Karturajñaya prapyate phalam karma kim param karma tajjadam. Karturajñaya prapyate phalam. Phala is attained by kartuhu ajna. Karta means Ishvara. Ishvara gives karma phala. Karma itself cannot give the phala because karma is jada. The same idea is conveyed here. Yaha sarvan pachan parinamayet. Ishvara gives the phala of all the karmas. These are various descriptions of Ishvara. This passage describes Ishvara. A very beautiful description of Ishvara. See, the first point is Vishwayonihi. Ishvara is Vishwayonihi. Means Jagat Karanam. Point number 1. And point number 2, Swabhavam Pachati. Ishvara governs the Swabhava. He governs the natural forces, which is described in passages like Bhishasmad Vatah Pavate, Bhayadasyagnishtapati, etc. Ishvara is the ruler of all the natural forces in the universe. both at the macrocosmic as well as at the microcosmic level. Both at the samashti as well as vyashti level. And number 3, Ishvara is karma phala data. He gives the karma phala. सर्वमेतद् विश्वमधितिष्ठत्येकः ईश्वरः एकः, being one, being ekah, etat vishwam adhitisthati. He supports this whole universe, sustains the universe. Ishvara is the sustainer of the universe. And gunascha sarvan viniyojayedyaha. He governs all the gunas also. Sarvan gunan, all gunas. Sattva, rajas and tamas. 3 gunas. Viniyojayet. Ishvara employs the 3 gunas. According to Sankhya philosophy, there is Prakriti, and the Prakriti consists of 3 gunas: Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. And the 3 gunas work on their own. Before Srishti, the 3 gunas were in harmony. According to Sankhya philosophy, all the 3 gunas are in equilibrium before Srishti. And then at some point, the equilibrium is disturbed. Some disturbance happened. It is like the children play a game. They build a house of cards. As children, even we might have done that. Some of you might have done that. They will keep cards like this, and like a pyramid. They will build a pyramid of cards. So what happens? If there is some disturbance, entire thing will collapse. In the same manner, the 3 gunas are in equilibrium. When the 3 gunas are in equilibrium, it is called pradhana. Pradhana. At that point, Prakriti is called Pradhana. Pradhana means all are Pradhana, all are important. It is like seating 3 people. Each one says, I am important, I am important. When all 3 are important, no work will be done. It happens in the houses also sometimes. Who will clean? Mother-in-law says, I am Pradhana. Daughter-in-law also says, I am Pradhana. So then nobody cleans finally. So somebody was telling a story there was a Yakshagana in Mangalore and the coastal Karnataka. We have something called Yakshagana. So Yakshagana is like a drama with the dance, and it is Purana stories are played. So each Yakshagana has a prasanga. Prasanga means the story of the Yakshagana. What do you call the plot of Yakshagana. It's the plot. So, and there are many such prasangas. So one prasanga is Gadayuddha. Gadayuddha means the fight between Bhima and Duryodhana in Mahabharata war. Bhima Duryodhana Gadayuddha. In this Gadayuddha story, Duryodhana is the important character. Duryodhana is Pradhan. Yeah. In that plot it is so. So one day a Yakshagana was supposed to be played, and in that Duryodhana was supposed to be the important, prominent character. Generally the important character role will be given to a senior person. He is the hero. So now this Gadayuddha was about to start. That Yakshagana was about to start. But nobody came to the stage. It starts at night generally. Yakshagana is played throughout the night. Yeah. That is how it used to be. Even now it is so to a large extent. It's supposed to start at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. At 9 p.m. everybody sat. All are sitting to see the Yakshagana. It will start now, they thought. So it didn't start 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. It is not starting. So all the audience became impatient. And somebody went inside in the dressing room and saw. Then 5 people have dressed like Duryodhana. And they are fighting among themselves. So the idea is when all 3 are pradhan, no work will be done. So that is what happens in some places. So one should know what role I should play in a particular place. As Brahman, everybody is pradhan. In Brahman, there is no guna pradhana bhava also. Really speaking, see, in this world we have guna pradhana bhava. Guna pradhana bhava means somebody is important, somebody is less important. Yeah, there is no equality. Somebody is more important, somebody is less important. He is subservient. So an owner is there, then he has an employee, he is subservient to him. In a company, there is a boss and he has an assistant. Boss is pradhana, assistant is guna. And in your houses also you will have guna pradhana bhava. In some houses, husband will be pradhana, wife will be guna. Whereas in some places, wife will be pradhana and husband will be guna. So, it is like Madurai. In Madurai, Meenakshi is pradhana. Yeah. They ask Chidambaram or Madurai. So, in this world there is guna pradhana bhava. As long as there is dvaita, there is guna pradhana bhava. Somebody is more prominent, somebody is less prominent, more dominant, less dominant. Somebody plays the first fiddle, somebody plays the second fiddle. But in Advaita, there is no guna pradhana bhava. In Advaita, you cannot talk of who is assistant, who is boss. Boss assistant happens only in Dvaita. It is in Dvaita Prapancha. That is why, when we understand there is Advaita, in this world you can play any role. It does not matter. Whether you become guna or pradhana, it does not matter. Because in reality you transcend both guna and pradhana. When you transcend both guna and pradhana, you don't have a desire to become pradhana and you don't have a hesitation to become guna. So, in Advaita there is no guna pradhana bhava. There is no primary secondary relation. There is no anga angi bhava. One is predominant and another is its subordinate. This idea does not occur in Advaita. So, in the world there is guna pradhana bhava. If you are in a family, you have to play some role. In some respect, everybody is guna. Once I was speaking to a president. He was a president of some committee. Very important person in that region, recognized person in that region, one Mr. Shetty. So this Shetty was a president of some spiritual institution, committee. Then I told him for fun, you are the president. Then he said, I am president not only for this committee, I am president for many things. Even in my house, for the drawing room, it's called drawing room, right? The outside sitting room. Yeah. For that room, I am president. Not for kitchen. In kitchen, somebody else is president. I cannot say anything there. If I ask why you have made this, I will get scolded. So, in some respect, everybody is guna, in some respect, everybody may be a pradhan in this world. So, the Sankhya philosophy, according to Sankhya philosophy, there are three elements. And all the three elements are pradhana. Each one is pradhana before Srishti. So when all are important, then it is called pradhana at that state. But then somehow there is a disturbance. Somehow there is a disturbance. When there is a disturbance, the equilibrium is broken. Some guna becomes predominant. It may be sattva, it may be tamas, it may be rajas. Some guna becomes predominant. And then the srishti starts. The guna start playing. And then so many things are created. All these are modifications of the three gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas. That is how Sankhya explains the Srishti. According to Sankhya, only three gunas. And the three gunas are not governed by Ishvara. There is no Ishvara. Only three gunas are playing. But then we ask the Sankhya, how can the gunas work without being governed by a Chaitanya? Without being governed by a sentient being, how can the gunas work? At least you tell me who impels the gunas. How did the gunas get impelled? Who broke the equilibrium? How the equilibrium is broken? Sankhya has no answer. That is why the Upanishad says, Gunascha sarvan viniyojayedyaha. Ishvara is responsible for employing the gunas. Ishvara makes the three gunas work. Even we accept the three gunas. We don't have problem with the three gunas themselves. But we tell Sankhya, gunas are okay. But the gunas themselves are not ultimate. There is somebody who makes the gunas work. And he transcends the three gunas. The one who makes the gunas work transcends the three gunas. Guna atit. Next mantra. Tadveda guhyopanishatsu gudham.
Tadveda guhyopanishatsu gudham.
Tadbrahma vedate brahma yonim.
Tadbrahma vedate brahma yonim.
Ye purvadevarshayascha tadviduhu.
Ye purvadevarshayascha tadviduhu.
Te tanmaya amrita vai babhuvuhu.
Te tanmaya amrita vai babhuvuhu.
This is an Arthavada. Arthavada means a glorification. Glorification of Brahmajnana. It is like a commercial, an advertisement. In the TV, they do some advertisement of a soap. How to advertise a soap? You show some great cricket player. This cricket player uses this soap. That is how he is able to bat. So, this idea of advertisement did not start recently. Even the Vedas have the idea of advertisement. When there is an advertisement in Veda, it is called Arthavada. Vedic advertisement.
Not to take seriously.
So it is Arthavada. Arthavada means glorification. Yeah. So you have to show the importance of something. It's not that it should not be taken seriously. It has to be taken seriously. But it is glorification. It shows the importance. When we have to convey something, we have to say it is important also. If a doctor says you should eat, you should eat this medicine, the doctor has to tell the importance. Suppose a doctor prescribes a medicine and just prescribes, take this. The patient may not be convinced of the importance of taking the medicine regularly. Then the doctor will say, I gave this medicine to some person, some other person, same medicine was given and he got cured in one day. The doctor will tell the patient. Then the patient gets more shraddha, convinced, oh, then this medicine is efficacious. And then the patient will consume the medicine, will take the medicine with greater sincerity. So the Arthavada is meant for conveying the importance of a particular sadhana, so that the student will take it more seriously. So that the student will be committed to the sadhana. Likewise, even here in the Shastra we find Arthavada. Even in the Karma Kanda there is Arthavada. Any particular karma is enjoyed, you find Arthavada. The particular karma is praised. And the devata involved in that karma is also glorified. For example, there is a statement, Vayurvai kshepishtha devataha devata. There is an injunction of Vayavya Yajna, a yajna addressing Vayu, Vayavya, Vayu Devata. Vayavyam Shvetamala Bheta Bhuti Kamaha. If you want prosperity, worship Vayu Devata through a particular yajna. This is an injunction in the Veda. And under that there is an Arthavada Vakya, a glorification. Glorification of Vayu Devata. The statement says, Vayurvai kshepishtha devata Vayu is the fastest devata. Vayu is the fastest devata. That is why if you worship Vayu, you will get the result very quickly. It is a glorification of the karma, a stuti of the karma. So even in the karma prakarana, there is stuti. Likewise, if you read any stotra also, any stotra, under that stotra during Phalashruti, you will find some glorification. This is a great stotra. Even in Puranas like Bhagavatam, etc., there is stuti. Bhagavata itself is glorified. Glorification makes the person serious, draws the commitment of the student. That is why in Vedanta, in the Vedanta section, we find glorification of the Brahma Vidya also. Brahma Vidya itself is glorified. Tad Vedaguhyopanishatsu gudham. Tat means the Brahman, the Atma Swarupa. Vedaguhyopanishatsu gudham. It is gudha. It is hidden. Hidden in the Upanishads. Atma Swarupa is hidden in the Upanishad. Implies it is the purport of the Upanishads. If I have to understand the Atma Swarupa, I should have a pramana. I should employ a pramana, a means of knowledge. And the pramana is Upanishad. Upanishad is the pramana. There is no other pramana. That is why it is hidden in the Upanishad. Means it is not available elsewhere. If I say I will not go to Upanishad, without studying Upanishad, I will understand the Atma Swarupa. It is not possible to get the Atma Jnana. One can try for ages. Without proper pramana, it is not possible to get Atma Jnana. That is why the Upanishad says it is gudham, it is hidden in the Upanishad. Means it is known only through the Upanishad. It is that is why it is called rahasya. It is called secret. What is secret? Secret means you cannot know it from anybody else. If everybody knows, it is not a secret. None of you know, only I know, then it is a secret. Then if you have to know, you have to come to me only. In the same manner, if you have to know the Atma Tattva, you have to go to the Upanishads, open the Upanishads, employ the Upanishad Pramana. And the Upanishad Pramana can be employed only through a Guru, only with the help of a Guru. Tadvijnanartham sa gurumevabhigachet. Gurupadishta Vedanta Vakya, Gurupadishta Upanishad Vakya alone can enlighten a person on the Atma Swarupa. Therefore, Gudham, it is hidden in the Upanishad. And even the Upanishads are Veda Guhya. Upanishads are hidden in the Veda. Where are the Upanishads? They are in the Veda. And even in Veda, they are hidden. Hidden in the sense, you don't find them in the first portion of the Veda. Generally, people read the first portion. When you want to study a book, you will not read the last chapter. You will read the first chapter. In the first chapter, you don't find Brahman. So many devatas are told in the first chapter. Agnimihile purohitai yajnasya deva mritrijam hotaram ratnadhatamam. There is Agni. Rigveda begins with Agni. So many devatas are addressed. So many karmas are told. So many upasanas are told. Generally, people, if they try to read Veda on their own, they take a different impression altogether. Veda talks about so many karmas. Veda talks about Agni, etc., so many devatas. But at the end, at the last few chapters of the Veda, you find the Upanishads. The first portion is a preparation. You do so many types of karma, you do yajna, you do dana, you do tapas. At the end, you are prepared. Once you are prepared, Brahmajnana is given. Because until you are prepared, even if it is told, it will be misleading. That is why Veda Guhya Upanishadsu Gudha. Brahman is hiding in the Upanishad and Upanishad is hiding in the Veda. If you have to arrive at the Upanishad, you have to go through the Veda. Going through the Veda means following all the values that are prescribed in the Veda. Only when we follow the dharma, only when we follow the values that are prescribed in the Veda, we can arrive at the Upanishad. Means we are qualified to understand the Upanishad. Until then, Upanishad cannot be touched. Many people say, I have studied Mandukya. I have studied this Upanishad. It is easy to study the Upanishad, but has the Upanishad worked? If the Upanishad has to work, Veda is needed. The other portion of the Veda, Karma Kanda, all the values prescribed in the Karma Kanda should be followed. Therefore, Veda Guhyopanishadsu Gudham. Tad Brahma Vedayate Brahmayonim. Tat Brahmayonim. It is the Brahma Yoni. Brahman, Paramatma is called Brahma Yoni. The word Brahma Yoni can be described in two ways. Number one, Brahmanaha Vedasya Yonihi Brahma Yoni. Sorry, not Brahmanaha. Brahma Vedaha Yonihi Pramanam Yasya Saha Brahma Yoni. Brahma means Veda, Shastra. Shastra, Veda, Shastra. Veda is also called Brahma. The word Brahma has many meanings. Brahma can mean Parabrahma, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. It is one meaning of Brahma. Another meaning of Brahma is Veda. Even Veda is called Brahma. Shabda Brahma. Brahman in the form of Shabda is Veda. So Veda is also called Brahma. It's another meaning. And there is another meaning of Brahma, Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha is also called Brahma. And Brahmana is also called Brahma sometimes. Brahma Kshatrancha, Yasya Brahma Kshatrancha. Brahmana is called Brahma. Brahmana as the Varna is also referred to by the word Brahma. So there are many meanings of the word Brahma. We have to see the context and understand. Here, Brahma Yonim, one meaning of Brahma Yonim is Veda Pramanakam. Veda is the pramana to understand the truth, Atma Swarupa. Therefore, it is called Brahma Yoni. The third sutra of Brahma Sutra, Shastra Yonitvat. This word resonates with Shastra Yonitvat. Another meaning of Brahma Yonim, Brahmanaha Hiranyagarbhasya Yonihi Brahma Yonihi. He is the cause of Hiranyagarbha. Even Hiranyagarbha was born from Ishvara. The cause of Hiranyagarbha. It is another meaning of Brahma Yoni. Brahma Vedate. Brahma knows. Hiranyagarbha knows. The great Hiranyagarbha knows the Atma Swarupa. It is the secret of his greatness. This is an Arthavad. Hiranyagarbha knows. The great Hiranyagarbha knew Brahman, knows Brahman. Ye Purvadevaha Rishayascha Tadviduhu. The Purvadevaha, the Devatas in the past, and Rishayascha, and the Rishis, they knew the Brahman. And when they know the Brahman, they get the result also. Only by knowing the Brahman, they get the result. Without knowing the Brahman, even the Devatas and Hiranyagarbha cannot get the fulfillment. That means even the Hiranyagarbha position or the position of the Devata is far inferior with respect to Brahman. or with respect to Brahma Jnana. Te tanmaya amrita vai babhuvuhu. Te tanmaya babhuvuhu. On knowing the Brahman, they become non-different from Brahman. Tanmaya means tad abhinnaha babhu. Brahma Veda Brahmaiva bhavati. The knower of Brahman becomes Brahman. And thereby Amrita babhuvuhu. They become Amritaha. They became Amritaha. They became immortal. Means they transcended the limitation of time. They became mukta. They attained moksha by knowing, getting Brahmajnana. Therefore, even if you become Hiranyagarbha or even if you become a Devata, you are not mukta. If you have to get moksha, even the Devatas, if they have to get moksha, they have to get Brahmajnana. Even if it is Hiranyagarbha, if he has to get moksha, he has to get Brahmajnana. Therefore, Brahmajnana is the greatest sadhana. It is the only means for moksha. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.